Hey, this is John at Pedaling Past 60. How are you this evening? Um, I just got back from the trip of my lifetime. I don't do a ton of traveling, but had the opportunity to go to Italy and um, was really quite taken aback by the stark difference in um, what I see here in the United States compared to what I saw in a small sample size of Italy. We were there for 9 days and we traveled from Venice to Bologna to Florence to Rome and Sorrento. So it was a nice stop or a taste of Italy, if you will. Um, and I think the contrast is what I see here is that cars dominate. This is not a big secret to any cyclist, I don't think, but cars dominate here, and cycling is relegated to niche use or just recreational use. And over there, it's a culture where the cycle is a way of life for transportation. And certainly that makes sense because the cities were built at a time when there weren't cars, and they're completely walkable cities. And so with all of the art and the landscape and the history, I really, really, really enjoyed seeing people of all walks of life using cycling as their transportation. Whether it was a mom, whether it was a business person, whether it was an elderly person in their routine for the day, it was so different. And sadly, I didn't ride a bike one day while I was there. There was plenty of rentals, um, and bike share stands where you could um, pay for a day pass and ride a bike. But the tour that I was on just didn't lend itself towards that type of use. And certainly I had some technical issues with my phone that made it a little bit more difficult for me to navigate away from my family because I didn't have an international calling plan. And unlike everybody else, um, I'd become so tied to my cellular device that I would have felt uncomfortable riding off and maybe getting separated from my family. But that wasn't really one of the biggest problems. The biggest problem really was that we were on a schedule, and I wanted to spend every minute with my family, and so I ended up taking a lot of shots of bicycles, and it was something that I'm sharing with you on screen now. Everywhere I went, I saw bike racks just overflowing, and each one a testament to each community that they had values of simplicity and sustainability and health. It was just a neat and very different culture for me. And it's not something that you think of when you're going to Italy. Oh, I'm going to go check out the bike culture. But it was very striking to me when I got there. Now that I'm home and I'm reflecting back and looking at these photos, I can't help but wonder what our cities would look like if we embrace cycling the way that Italy does. What do you think? I would love to hear your opinion. What's your city like? Omaha is nothing like what I just experienced in Italy. As you navigate the streets there, they blend in with pedestrians, and there never once did I think that a pedestrian was in danger from a cyclist. It didn't seem like the cyclists were faced by the automobile traffic, what little there was. Or if they were in a busy city like Rome and on a major street, they just blended in, and there was no honking, there was no yelling, there was no "get off the road, fat ass." Like I get here in Omaha, it was something that I had never really dreamt of, and now I'm dreaming of it. I'm dreaming of it for my city. I'm dreaming of it for your city. Um, I don't think we'll ever get there in my lifetime, but I can dream about it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed some of the photos that I took. Sometimes I felt like these bikes were almost like a beautiful piece of artwork leaning against a building. Um, as I took these shots, I was lining them up and composing them as if it was a piece of art. And they certainly were to me at that time because I wasn't riding any of them. But I certainly wanted to. Anyhow, that's it for me. I hope that if you enjoy this, you'll subscribe and, hit the like bell thingy and like the video. All of it just sort of helps the channel grow. I appreciate your time. And if you watched even a little bit of this, I'm flattered. Thank you so much and have a great day and Happy New Year.